I like him. Makes my skin look so much better. I don't know. You know what? It's like 12. I'm curious to see. I'm curious to see who joins. Hi, everybody. I am living from vacation mode. I am in Portugal. I was here for Afro Nation. I don't know if anybody is online right now, but I just wanted to do a quick live before evening. I don't think anybody is online, guys. And again, it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon, so why would they be in the UK at least? Oh, hi, Karen. You know, I didn't think anybody would join. If you caught me at the beginning, you'd have heard me mumbling to myself that this is a bit too early. How you doing? How's it going? Like I said, I am living from Portugal. Girl, as in, I'm feeling very sorry for myself. My flight this evening out of Portugal is at 8 o'clock. It is my hope that by the time I get to London, it is cooler. But yeah, I've seen the temperature. It's a wow. Hi, ladies. Good afternoon. Hope you're well. Oh, I do appreciate you. Karen, you're one of my top fans. I do appreciate you. Thank you for all the support. Hi, Sandra. Yeah, it's hot. It is hot. Yeah. I'm. Let's see if more people want to join us. While I was off, it's been an interesting week. I've never been to Portugal before. It was nice. It's just one of the things I love about the Mediterranean. It's you get the heat, but because it's by the sea or right in the middle of the sea, you get all this fresh air. I mean, it's probably similar. A few years ago, I went to Antigua, and it was good. That type of feel of you can feel the hot. It's hot. The sun, sorry, it's hot. But because you're by the sea, you get breeze. No, it wasn't a seminar. It was a festival, Afro Nation. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. I hope the headphones are doing something. Let me see. Girl, I was going for a deep dive, but you know what? One sec, guys. Hi, can you guys hear me? Even with phones, hopefully you can hear me. It's just to avoid like making noise and disturbing people. Perfect. So yeah, Afro Nation was nice, very festively. I think it just occurred to me that I'm getting too old for this. I found the presence of people a bit too overwhelming, to be honest. And I am like a very deep, like I know when I want to be social, and I know when I want to be introverted. And for whatever reason, even though I was at a festival, I just wanted to get back to my hotel room and just sit down. The joys of introversion. Yeah. But like I said, I'm in Portugal. I'll do a quick sweep through. It's a nice hotel. If you're in Portugal, or if you want to come to Portugal, if you haven't been before, Portimao is very nice. Portimao is very nice. So I do recommend. And this is like a resort, but I'll share that. Anyway, let's talk about this mess. So I saw it a few days ago, but I wasn't in the state of mind because I was in holiday mood. Let's talk about Kate Middleton, shall we? And her stalking ass. I heard that her stylist quit, but like because I really, you know how my brain just doesn't catch things. I have to shout out to the Sussex squad. You guys are very good at catching all the tea and getting it for those of us who might just ignore certain things. When I heard her staffer quit, the first thing that came to my mind is I don't see 1 million think pieces about how, oh my goodness, Kate is a difficult person to work for because people, I don't know, quit. Anyway, her stylist of 15 years quit, and the amazing squaddies found out that that woman is a stalker. And to be fair, though, they wouldn't have found out if she hadn't made her one's private account public. So that drives me to think, or that leads me to think that this was. What do you guys think? People are saying it was intentional, maybe. I mean, if her job is styling, she probably wants to show her palette, her portfolio to people. That look, see, I'm not just saying it. I did dress the future queen. So I can see why she made it public, especially if she's quit that job. But what the squaddies were able to catch was she has been stalking and following Duchess Meghan. Is that what you think? I saw that too. I've seen the theory. And you're right, she may have, because either way, she still has plausible deniability, right? If they ask her, why did you make this public? She can always say, well, I don't work for you anymore. And this is kind of like my resume, a way to prove myself to people that look, these are my clients, this is the couture I put them in. But the whole stalking Megan thing is hilarious because the stylist is doing exactly what Kate would have asked her to do, which is keep tabs on Megan so that I can emulate. Now, let me be very clear. This is not a brand new thing. Emulating a certain the style of somebody that you like or you admire or you're jealous of, or all three in this case, is not, to me, that's not necessarily even a crime. It is what it is. People do it all the time. We see Beyonce wear something. Those of us that don't have any hips, we'll be like, okay, so I'm going to skip this then. Or you see, especially if they are artists in the media that you can relate to, that you're a fan of. You want to copy their style, you want to copy their clothes, you want to copy something. The copying is not even necessarily the part that pisses me off. The part that pisses me off is those of us with two brain cells to rub together and functioning eyes knew for years that Kate's style. I mean, they keep on acting like as if we don't have any, our memory doesn't work. And this is why we say the royal rota is the PR arm of the royal family. They're not there to report facts. They are there to rewrite history. We've known for years that Kate, because as like I said, I wasn't paying any attention to that woman, not for 1 second before, or anybody in that family, to be honest. Also, Megan came on the scene. But because, again, the internet lives forever, you just Google Kate from 2011, 2015. Look at her clothes. She was frumpy. Part of the reason why one, she never became a fashion icon. Two, nobody is buying her clothes because who wants to dress like that? She was dressing frumpily even then. I mean, come on now. Why am I looking up to Kate when there's Beyonce, when there's Rihanna? I'm trying to put myself in the position of somebody who wants something from pop culture. There's Beyonce, there's Rihanna. Why would Kate Middleton, of all people, be my fashion icon? The royal family as fashion icons did not start in the Hollywood way until Meghan joined. Argue with yourself. But anyway, I don't have any issues with them copying each other. What grinds my wheels is the British press pretending like that's not what's happening. That, oh, what our eyes are seeing is not true. That the narrative was Meghan was always jealous of Kate. I mean, you can tell that they have a very specific audience they are going for, and it's not the critical thinkers. They are deranged who are appealing to a deranged audience of people. If you truly believe that Meghan, for any reason, would be jealous of someone like Kate. I mean, let's be for real. What exactly about Kate inspires jealousy? Laziness, no achievements. Her biggest achievement are her children. In this time and day, actually, no, let me give Kate more. It's not easy within a decade for a man and molding yourself to be the exact thing that he would like. Dumb, stupid, vapid, airless, flavorless. Your biggest accomplishment is you were always around. So you stalked him and it's a thing of like, frankly I think it's a thing to be like, it's a thing to be ashamed of. At least that's what I think anyway. But yeah, that's the biggest accomplishment. And this is the person that's supposed to inspire jealousy or envy or admiration from someone like me, who's a professional woman, or the millions of professional women that are also moms. It's pathetic. So whenever the press tries to tell us that Meghan has been copying kids, I'm like, there's nobody on earth that's going to believe this nonsense unless you're crazy. But like I said, the British press, they are there for PR. So anyway, now that we have confirmation that Kate got her stylist to copy not only just Meghan but Meghan's friends on the internet. And despite all that copying and pasting, she doesn't look, because you see, you dress in a, there's a way somebody who actually has power carries themselves when they are walking in a power suit. Meghan walked like a woman who had power. She walked like a woman who knew her worth. Kate just wears clothes because she's skinny. Doesn't have the same purpose, doesn't have the same power. She's just skinny. She's like an ornament that you put in your room. Not even necessarily to just do anything, but just to fill in a space, maybe between your sofa and the fireplace. You put it there, all faithful. It's just there. Sometimes you walk into the room, you don't even notice that it's chipping off or that there's dust on it. That's how much that fixture is just standing there. And that is a very good example or a very good way to describe your future queen. Yeah. So Kate is a stalker of Meghan. People were asking on the internet that, oh, what can be done? I'm like, well, frankly, for Meghan, I'll take it for, it's flattery. A future queen is going to be imitating my style. They're all imitating her style. Meghan is the standard and she knows it. And I love that for her. Yeah, a true queen. I'm really hoping that her as ever brand continues to thrive. Did you guys see the review on from Instyle? I'm gonna do a video where I react to it. Instyle referred to the wine as crisp, delicious, the perfect drink when you're out in the garden or by the beach. That's a summer drink right there. I can't wait to try it. I haven't received any notification that my wine has shipped. I'm beginning to think that I made a mistake not ordering a case. But for those of you that were able to buy the wine, please let me know in the chat. Yeah, but Karen, we don't. Do we care? You can keep on imitating. You can keep on imitating. You will never be the original. People aren't stupid. The reason why this doesn't concern me at all is because if you look at as ever, right? What didn't they? In fact, I would say I think it's an excerpt from the Insights magazine article, and I will live react to it as soon as I'm done with this live. There's an excerpt from the InStyle article that says Meghan's products have to be good. Yes, because there are people who want to see her business fail, and it's not just review bombing or internet trolling. They are determinedly going through everything they can to access where her business is. They want to access how her goods are being made. So you have to think about everything she does. She has to like take 5 steps back and 5 steps forward again. Like keep on sense checking yourself. Keep on sense checking yourself. And that's why her goods, in a way, that unrelenting, unnecessary scrutiny is a blessing in disguise because I think she knows it can be bad. So while I do empathize because I don't want her to feel like extra pressured, but like I do appreciate that she also will feel the need to prove herself. Not that she owes anybody that, but I think for the sake of her own female dignity, I would want to. So, but I mean, like we say, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Like all her, all her stuff. has been very successful, sold out. I mean, come on, even if you hate her, you have to admit that it's what we've been waiting for, right? The actual numbers that prove she can ship products. Because a lot of the haters were saying, well, the Megan effect is not real. We've been telling you the Megan effect is real. We've been saying it, but you didn't believe it. Now, as ever, has sold out 3 for 3. I want you guys to let me know if you think I'm exaggerating. I don't know of any modern company today that has ever had that type of track record. It's, I've said it numerous times. The first sellout, you can understand because it's a novelty. Second sellout, third sellout. And don't forget that in every situation, she has sold 3 different sets of products. All the excuses we could use, like, okay, the first seller is because people raspberry jam, it's because she's Duchess Megan. I was like, well, okay, but the second sell out was a different type of jam that people didn't even know was coming, but they still rushed and bought it anyway. And of course, the third product, the Napa Valley Rosé, again, things that people didn't know about, but they sold out. So doesn't that tell you that people are, I don't even think people are, even though the goods are very good, people are not buying the goods per se. They're buying the brand. They're buying Megan because they're hungry to test it out. Do you know how badass that is? It's just so. And then you now add to the fact that the goods are actually of very good quality. Come on now. So I go back to my original question. Why would anybody think for a second that Megan is jealous of Kate? And with the reviews of the Napa Valley Rosé coming back, they started to trickle in as fantastic. And I'll do a live one when I get mine. When it ships, mine hasn't shipped yet. When I get mine, I'll do a live. I'll do a live, guys, and we're gonna chill some champagne and do it together. Okay, I'm not gonna polish up a whole bottle because that's insane. But yeah, we're gonna have like it's gonna be so cool. It's so cool. Yeah, I mean that's what she said, right? Sandra, sorry, Sonia. Hi. I just from what I read, she said that she wanted to do her own thing, and that's why I said to me that the way I look at it is opening her Instagram to me makes sense from a business perspective. If even though we don't like her, dressing Kate Middleton is still extremely high profile. Could really help her build contacts, could help her style for other people as well. I'm sure she wants to go Hollywood. Who doesn't want to style for big stars and be on their client list? Okay, that's amazing. I wish her all the best. We support women entrepreneurs. Not that I would expect Kate to understand because Kate has never worked one day in her life. Exactly. 3 for 3. Come on. That's incredible. Especially for a new business. And I know the Royal Rota are going to be very salty and bitter. Because they already say things like, "Eh, well, she comes in with a huge following." I was like, "But you just told us a few weeks ago that Megan wasn't popular and that they hated her in the US." So I'm confused. Does she have a big following, or is she hated? Because it can't be both. It's just not possible. Although I have to say that since the industry, the hate for profit industry has made a lot of our haters quite wealthy. I don't see them giving up promoting her goods for her. Like I said, we won't be here without the ever continued support of our haters. We should be thanking them because even when Megan doesn't talk about it, keep her going in the media. So I guess it's kind of like it's just like you you thank them. Hi, Colleen. Sorry, I'm trying to avoid sneezing. That's why I'm holding my nose like this. Ah! I think my hay fever is acting up. I didn't take my allergy drug this morning. Oh God. So if you see me pause for a minute, because I'm literally just trying to avoid sneezing. Right, let's have a conversation. Yeah, told you guys I was trying not to sneeze, and it happened anyway. Thank goodness. It means that I can breathe now. So what was I saying? Yes, I look key believe. Like I said, look, my thing with Kate is, even if she doesn't want to do public speaking, because let's be honest, not everybody has that skill. I never actually held her accountable for that. If she was a genuine person, she would have found other ways to be doing good for others. But all Kitty Cat wanted was access to royal life. She's a social climber, gold digger, true and true. Because if she had any genuine ambitions, I told you guys, she has been affiliated with the royal family since she was 20 or younger even. And in that time, she has achieved the sum total of zero. Mhm. Does that make sense? So of course she's going to try and copy Megan, and she can't even compare. The reason why people don't like it, because I'm very sure that there are a bunch of racists and magasts who look at Kate as the preferred English name. But if she was as popular as they say she was, she would be popular in right wing circles, no? She'd be popular. We'll be seeing stories about her, but we don't see her. They only ever use her when they want to attack Megan. She doesn't have any real fans. And you know why she doesn't have any real fans, guys? It's because Kate doesn't inspire people. There's nothing aspirational about her at all. I think there's literally, she is not a representation of anything that the modern woman can latch to. She's basically just, like I said, a piece of furniture that you buy to fill space. And it becomes almost like looking at the wall because it's there, you know it's there, but you don't look at it. Does that make sense? That is Kate Middleton. And which woman today wants to be like that? In this world when we document our lives on social media, in this world when we document our achievements and give blogs and vlogs, who wants to be known as an ornament? She's played herself by turning herself into what her delusional mind, out of touch mind, thought would be the best queen or the most appropriate queen consort. She's just made herself look stepful wifey and just utterly out of. She's. It's like placing. She doesn't fit into the modern world, not the way Megan does. But people can understand and can relate to a hustler. A lot of people cannot understand and do not relate to a Stepford wife whose biggest accomplishment is being skinny and having the air to throw. Her fans are going to come into my chat and throw tantrums. I don't really care. You know what I'm saying is true. Hi, Ghislaine. How are you? Hello, artist. I'm good. How are you? Oh, nah, everything happened the way it was supposed to happen, I think. They will never forgive Harry for exposing how lazy William is and his wife. Ghislaine, are you serious? Where do you live? Somebody has a theory that maybe they are doing it in alphabetical order. I've not even received notification my stuff has shipped yet. Wow. As soon as I get mine, I'll do a live test. Are you enjoying the wine? Thanks, Gillian. I've never received a notification that the wine has shipped yet. This is why when people say that Megan is cheating, and I'm like, the way they are handling the deliveries and the shipping of the products, right? I genuinely believe it's because they are overwhelmed. They were not expecting this much demand this quickly. They probably thought, okay, if we did cyclical cycles of maybe 20,000 or 30,000, it'd be enough. But when you're fully sold out, it means that you need to make all the batches available now. So it's kind of like it's a lovely problem to have, but in a way, I can understand why she's alarmed by it because it means that they have to think about how they will have merchandise moving as quickly as demand. Because even if they don't sell out, right? Every time, I believe I read this somewhere. Every time they have a drop, they increase stock and it sells out. So even if they make it like a million stock, can you imagine selling out a million stock in one go? That'd be crazy. I wonder what like how she would react. Imagine having like 1 million stock of everything and you sell out in one go. I would pass out. Like what? So guys, like let me know in the chat what do you think she can do to like improve her situation. Somebody was saying that she should do pre-orders. Oh, you can, Colleen, if you create a US account, a US shipping account, they will, at least you will have a US address to ship the goods to. Then you can use FedEx, or they also provide shipping partners that can help you get the goods from there. From there to, I think UK is part of it as well. Yeah, Soldier, hello. Let me see if I can turn the camera around so you can see the hotel. One sec, let me turn the camera around. So this is where I am. It's very like a resort. Very nice. And like the flats are quite big. There's a pool area behind me. It's nice, no? And the weather is just great. Shout out to Portugal. The weather is weather. The weather is weathering. Ah. I try to avoid getting people in the camera that don't want to be there, but this is live. Hopefully YouTube doesn't demonetize me. So we've spoken about kids cosplaying as Megan. We've spoken about what else have we spoken about, guys? As ever, success. I'm going to post some live recaps as people have started to receive their own. I'm going to put some recaps together. I think I've seen some. I'll put them together as a kind of compilation so we can all get, like those of us that are waiting. Like I said, mine hasn't shipped. Please let me know in the chat if yours has. I think Ghislaine said she's received all 6 bottles. I hate you, Ghislaine. I'm joking. I'm jealous. So yeah, keep us in the loop. So guys, I'm going to go now. And again, when I get to the airport, I will have more time, so we can maybe do another live. I don't know. Let's see later. And yeah, have a good afternoon, ladies. Like I said, it's what time is it now? It's 12:36 from Portugal, and I'll catch you later. All right, bye. Bye, guys.